Hey, Tej here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Ethereum. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Waves theory and provide multiple scenarios the price may take and explain why I prefer one counter over another. Let's take a look at the different possibilities. Starting here on 1 hour time frame and looking at the scenarios again from the lows that we had here on the 18th of June. Since then, again, we had a few different ideas, one for bull and one for bear. This is the bearish scenario in which we had a three-way structure up into these highs of $2,000, and since then again we have had a downfall again downwards before possible reverting upwards. The bullish scenario in this case is that we had a five-way structure up into these highs as an A wave looking for a correction downwards for that B wave and then pump up again. Now in the middle section, the best looking scenario for me I feel like is either this one where we have a three-way structure into W, three ways into X, and another YXZ. So WXYXZ, a triple correction here where X is that triangle, and here we would have another three-way structure for that Z wave. Again, I know that this Z wave is very small in comparison to these other ones, but again, that is something that kind of fits here though, with some kind of a low here made for the Z wave. Also, the next structure here which is possible is this one, in which we have this as again A, B, C into a W wave, A, B and C into an X wave, and then we would be looking for downwards to give a partner leg for this wave W downwards with this wave Y. So again, currently we are right around the 0.5 retracement and again around the 2.618 here extension of this structure. Again, the 2.618 is basically the max we want to see, and this is now punctured that. So if we are getting any more higher highs here, then I don't think this is much of a likeliness anymore. Currently, I still can accept this as that expanded structure, but again, I don't think it needs to go any higher than this. For the smallest time frame structures, this was definitely a possibility still, where we would have this as an ABC. However, again, as it is so expanded, this C wave here, getting beyond the 2.236 does not get to the 2.618 yet. However, again, it is very unlikely that this is the scenario at the moment. So for this one, again, I do prefer the idea that we have this as a 1-2 instead. It is possible to label this as a 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4, and 5 into third. In here we would have still that third as the highest RSI, then divergence against the fifth, and then divergence against this high here. So it is still possible that this is done as the third, then ABC here into the fourth, getting to the 38.2 retracement of this origin of this third wave here, and then we would get some kind of five-way structure in here. Now again, this last fifth wave is not very good looking, so if we had to label it up here, I'll end the count up in here. I would probably say that we have something like this as a 1-2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into third, fourth, and fifth. However, this structure here does not remind at all a five-way structure, so it is a bit hard in that part. So it could be that wave 5 is here, having this as a 1-2. 3, 4, and 5, something like this. I think, let's see actually if this is even possible. Probably not, because the third wave is smallest. Yeah, it definitely is smallest. So yeah, we have to be saying that we had 3, 4, 5 or something like that if we want to be ending that count there. The other possibility is that instead of it topping up here, we would have a structure like this for that wave 4. However, at that point, again, it is so much larger than this one, it does not really make sense. So if we are creating a larger pattern like this, in that scenario, I would almost like to see or say that we have, let's make a new folder and let me show you actually. So let's pull this back up in here. So instead of this being here, we would most likely shift this structure over here. Let's get rid of these. And put this guy back in here, third, and then we would have this larger fifth here with that A, B, C into that fourth, and then fifth. And at that point again we would do something like that. Yeah, that's fine. And again, 38.2 would be just taking out these current lows and then pivoting up for this possible fifth. What is supporting the previous idea here as well, where we had, this current one here, is that it is possible that wave 4 is already here as well. It is very often that we get support from this base channel, again pivoted from the start of wave 1 to end of wave 2, and again brought to this high of wave 1, and this is the base channel again, and we are often getting support on the wave 4 right at the outside here of that wave, of that channel. So once we puncture through this base channel with that expansion on the third wave, it is very normal that we are getting that wave 4 here. So it is possible that we have completed this whole thing already and the fifth is up in here. But we'll see, of course, how this is turning out. This does not really feel like it is too impulsive, although we are dragging the price down a bit. This feels more like a three-way structure in here, 3 waves. This is arguably a 5-way structure here though, because again we have a divergence at these lows here, so there is definitely possibility for that as well. Here we don't see that. We have the lowest low here on RSI as well, so it is very much more common to say that this could be a 3-way structure. However, it does not really fit into the idea if this is a 5-way structure as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe this is part of a larger structure in here where we would do something like that. Again, we would have that divergence there, so I guess it fits better having this as a 3-wave, 3-wave, 3-wave. So that would be, let's actually see the extensions here. Extensions here, starting from top here, and then, okay, that looks pretty good actually. Yeah, it looks really good. Right to the 1.236, and now we're getting some kind of pump up higher. Of course, we don't know if this is a 5-way or not. Does not really feel like it. Not too many overlaps though here, so it could be just a 3-way. It is hard to say, but something that is missing still here is another leg up, I feel like, to connect this. So if we are creating this larger structure here, I do feel like this definitely needs a partner leg downwards as well, if this is turning out to be that a partner leg for this first structure over here. So another 3-way structure here. Well, we can use basically the same thing here, and at that point again we would be coming back to that same base channel outline here for that possible wave 4. But again, potential 38 or 23.6% before again move up higher. But yeah, generally it is very typical to see this RSI very low and price high for that expanded structures, where there is just no momentum left, and this is starting to give us the topping pattern look. So this is something that you have to be keeping in mind. I do still like the shorting opportunities here, especially if we are getting some kind of one-to-one structure here forming. And of course you could be longing this on shorter time frame, but I don't think I have enough time today to take a look at that. So I feel like if I want to do anything is this short, anything between the 1.1 to 1.382, and the stop loss would be around the 1.618 extension of this move here. So this would be the short areas, stops beyond here, possibly even here, and then looking for a comparative leg downwards. I feel like that is pretty good risk to roll. But I feel like that is, again, pretty much everything I have at the moment for ETH. If you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below. And for now, I thank you for watching and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.